Before you start scheduling your pins for success, there are a few things you need to take care of first. I'm going to walk you through step by step the process that I take to schedule my pins that have helped me to grow my Pinterest to over 1 million monthly viewers over the course of a year. First, you need to know why you're creating your account. Is it for a business that you're running? Are you selling a product? Do you want to be a content creator? Are you just having fun? This is important because it's going to help you tailor the type of content that you need to post for your specific brand or business. Now, for those that have watched this video already, you know that I've been building for fun, but now I have an asset that has grown quite a bit with a particular set of audiences, and I can now monetize it in any way that I want to. And because I create for fun for the most part, the way I create my content and the type of content I create will likely differ from someone who might be selling something online, but we'll get into this a bit later. Now, there are two pin formats that you can create. There are your regular pins, and then there are idea pins. So with the regular pins, you can use this to upload anything that you want, really, a video, a photo, whether it's an aesthetic post, an infographic, you can upload anything you want on here. It's the foundation of what Pinterest is. Now, with idea pins, you can do the same exact thing, but the idea is to craft your content to share an idea. Now, that might seem obvious, but this is an important distinction to remember because I've played around with this for the past year, and the content that has done well here are ones that share something that another person can learn from. Now, again, it's a big duh, but I'm here to save you from over 12 months of trial and error here. So a good example of this would be something like you see right here. You could upload this as a regular pin and it might do well, but you have a chance of it doing even better as an idea pin because you're sharing something that someone can learn from and try out themselves. Now, any sort of outfit idea looks, DIYs, how-tos, those are great ideas to share in this section, and it's something that I want to do a bit more of too. Now, once you've got all your content together, I highly recommend putting an hour or two aside to schedule a big batch at once. Now, if you're a Pinterest pro, you're going to be using Tailwind to schedule your content. I haven't made use of this platform myself, so I won't be diving into it here, but it's something to check out if you plan on going all in with this. Now, I prefer to schedule my content right through Pinterest directly. It's very easy to do so, but the only downside is that they limit you to a 14-day period rather than the full calendar month. So I started uploading content that's very simple, aesthetically based, not much substance to it, but I've also experimented with different styles of content along the way, how-tos, motivation, quotes, so forth, and that has helped quite a bit in terms of reaching new audiences. Now, here's the part that many people get confused about. What keywords do I use? How do I write a description for this? Something to remember, especially when you're selling a product, I want you to focus on selling a lifestyle, not the actual product. Now, this way you'll be able to create content and describe it using specific keywords that will attract the audiences that you're looking for. So I like to keep the title short and sweet, using less than 10 words. For the description, you want to describe exactly what's going on in your post, what it's about, nothing fancy or secretive here. In addition, what I like to do is add 7 to 10 keywords underneath to add a bit more searchability to the post. So when filling this section out, you want to ask yourself, what would people be searching to find content just like this on Pinterest? Another question you might have is, should I add hashtags? Now, I stopped using hashtags in my description, and here's why. When you're using a search engine like Google, would you type in hashtag restaurants to find a restaurant? No. You'll probably search something like best Italian restaurants downtown in my city instead. So the same goes for Pinterest. If you're having trouble finding specific keywords for your posts, you're going to want to do a bit of research first. And there are 3 different ways that I like to do this. Number 1 is using TikTok. So many of the trends and content that you find on Instagram and Pinterest and everywhere really, it stems from what's going on TikTok. They're the trailblazers right now. Number 2 is using the search bar on Pinterest. Very simple. Start researching keywords that you'd like to use in your caption or description and check out what styles of content are showing up for that specific keyword. You're going to go down a bit of a rabbit hole here when you look through all the recommended pins, But it's great to do this initially before you set out batch creating and posting a ton of content. You want to create an entire group of keywords that you can pick and choose from for each of your posts. Number 3 is the ads manager within Pinterest. So we're not going to use this section to run ads. Instead, we're just going to use it to do research. So once you head over here, you don't want to worry about any of the stuff. Just hit continue. Select choose your own, and what we want to focus on is this section specifically. You want to hit keywords and start typing in anything that you would potentially add to your own posts. So if I were a beauty brand, I could search the general term beauty and it would show me what specific keywords I could use to incorporate into my post that people are already searching for. If you're new to Pinterest, remember this isn't a platform like Instagram or TikTok where you should expect hundreds or thousands of views in less than 10 minutes, so don't be discouraged if things don't take off right away. Once you've kind of nailed your audience, your content styles, and everything else, it'll become increasingly easier to do to help you reach more people in a shorter amount of time.